Okay, we're going to make another at-home project. We're going to make a game for math. It's going to be a greater than or a less than game. We'll show you how to play it later on. Okay, so it's working on greater than or less than. The game also has a little bit of equals in it. But we're going to be making this. You're going to need a box. I have different size ones. I'm going to actually showing you how to make it using this one. Ooh, bacon. Okay, so you need a box. You're going to want to keep the box together. So don't pull it all the way apart, how we cut them up before. You can use some glue to close the box back up. Then you're going to have to wait a little while the glue dries. But you can also close it back up with just some tape. It doesn't matter what kind of tape, just we're going to close it up around the outside. You'll need some scissors or a box cutter to cut out just the top part of the box. And you'll need a couple of markers. You can use just one, but I'm using two just to show you the different colors. Okay? When you've all finished and you got your game board ready, you're going to need a couple of coins, some different coins. I'm going to give my son the penny. I'm going to be the big roller. I got a quarter, but really doesn't matter. You just need two different coins. You're going to need a pencil and a piece of paper to do some writing and figuring out which one is greater than or which one is less than. Okay, so let me show you how to make this. We'll play it. We'll have some fun together. Okay, so we're going to make this game board. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a box. Don't take it apart, but we're actually going to have to close it back up. So there's nothing inside, and we're going to close this and seal it back up. Now, I can use glue, but then you're going to need to wait a while to get that done. So that's fine. That's actually a stronger way to keep the board in good shape. But I'm going to use some tape, and I'm just going to tape this closed. I guess I really wanted that bacon earlier and ripped it open pretty hard. So I'm going to close this up and I'm going to tape it closed. Okay. Again, you can use just this Scotch tape. You can use masking tape. My kids use up my duct tape all the time, so that's why I can't use it. But it's okay. Just make sure you get permission. Let's have some fun. Okay. So we've closed the box all up again. Now, what we need to do is we actually need to cut off one of these sides. I mean, we can cut off the top or we can cut off the back, or the front or the back, I guess you would say. I love bacon, so I'm going to leave bacon on mine, and I'm going to cut the back off. So this is where you're going to need some help from a parent, an older brother, sister, somebody that can help you out. You can definitely use a box cutter. So you're just going to cut along the edges and cut this one piece off. Or you can use a pair of scissors. I'm going to use a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to poke it in on one corner, if I can do it. And then I'm going to just start cutting it out. Okay. I'm going to cut up this side. Then I never want to turn the scissors. What do you want to turn? What you're cutting. So I'm going to turn this way, slip my scissors back in, and now I'm going to cut away from my body. Always cutting away from your body. Okay, don't turn the scissors, turn what you're cutting, so you can continue to cut away from your body. Okay, and then one more turn of the box, and cut this piece out. So now, there's going to be my game board. I'm actually going to still use this a little bit. I'm going to cut a piece off for a straight edge. Remember how we talked about those straight edges before? Yeah. Well, I'm going to cut myself a nice straight edge. Don't need this piece, save it later. Might use it for something else later on. So what I want you to do now is I want you to find the middle of the box, the middle of the inside of the box. You're going to put your straight edge down, and you're going to take a marker. Remember, you can use one or you can use more than one to make it colorful. It's your choice. But you're going to draw a line straight across the middle. Okay? So now you got that line there. Then what I want you to do is I want you to draw a line in the middle of each of those two rectangles now. So I'm going to take my straight edge and move it over a little bit. Get it about where I want it. Draw another straight line. Got that. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do one more here. And now I've got those lines. Okay, I got 3 lines drawn in. That's giving me 4 columns. Well, now I'm going to do the same thing the other direction. First I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle. I'm going to draw my line across. Okay, and then once again I want you to break each of those rectangles into smaller rectangles by going in half. So I'm going to get here, I'm going to go in half, and then I'm going to go over here to the other side and do it one more time. So now we've got our game board. It's all cut up into different, almost looks like squares now. If you want, you can clean up the edges and draw these lines all the way to the edge. Doesn't truly matter. This now is your game board, and we need to put some numbers inside. So you can still use the same color marker, but if you want to, you can change it up and start using a different one. First number I want you to find is a number between 1 and 10. Okay, I'm going to write the number 8 right here. That's between 1 and 10. Then I want you to think of a number that has 110. We usually call those the teen numbers. Okay, I'm going to think of 13. Okay, so I'm going to just find a square, not right next to the 8, and I'm going to write 13. Then I want you to think of a 20. Remember, that's 2 tens in a number. So we're going to write that somewhere. So I'll do 27 right there. Then we're going to do a 30. So find another square. I'll go down here at the bottom and I'm going to do a 30. So there I have 34. What do you think I should do next? Yeah, a 40. So I'll do 40. I'll do 45 up here. After the 40s are the 50s. So I'll do 56 over here. After the 50s, 60s. So let's go with 62 right there. After the 60s are 70s. So let's do a 70. Well, I'm looking at the ones that I've tried, and I don't see a 1 for the 1. So let's do 71. It doesn't really matter. I just want you guys getting a good mix of numbers. What's after 70s? 80s. Okay, so let's do an 89 over here. Okay, so I got my 89, fix that 8 to make it a little bit better. After the 80s are 90. Okay, so we got to get a 90 in here. Let's do the number 90. Let's just do a 9 and a 0. Okay, now we still have some more to go. We're not going to go into the 100s. That's going to be our first grade work. We're going to go back down now. Let's go down and let's do 6 here. Just 1 through 10. Let's do another one of those teen numbers. Let's go with 18 over here. Okay, let's go with another 20. I like it when they're both the same, so let's do 22. After the 20s, let's do a 30. Now I could do the 30 right here, but I'm right next to another 30. So why don't I do one of the 30s up here? Okay, let's do 37 right up there. Then I gotta do 40s. Well, there's 40. So why don't I take this one and do a 40 in there? Okay, so I'll do 48. And then the last after 40s are 50s. Well, there's the 50s, so I can do that one fine. It won't be right next to it. Let's do a 53. Okay, so there's my game board. It's all set up and ready to go. I drew the lines across, the lines down, and then I filled them in with numbers. 1 between the 1s and 10s, 1 teen number, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then I started over again. Let's play with this thing. Okay, it's time for us to play our greater than, less than game. You're gonna need your board. You're gonna need 2 coins. So I got my quarter, my son Sage got his penny. Ha ha, you can keep that, son. You're gonna need a piece of paper to keep score on and a piece of pencil. Or a pencil. So, first thing is let's write our names here. So I'm gonna write Sage. And I'm gonna write Mr. McConnell. He actually calls me Dad usually. Okay, then we'll draw a line right down the middle between us. We're going to be writing down the numbers that we drop our coins onto. Okay, now we got to decide, do we want to play greater than or less than? What do you want to play, Sage?
Greater than.
Okay, so we're going to play greater than. So what we're going to do is we're each going to take a turn. We're going to drop our coins into the game board. We're going to write down our numbers that our coins drop onto. Okay? Sage, since you got the penny, I'm going to let you go first. And what number did you get yours into, Sage?
48.
48. So go ahead and write your 48 underneath your name. I'm going to drop my coin, and mine landed on 18. So I'm going to go right across from Sage's 48. I'm going to write my 18. Now we have to decide which number is greater, 48 or 18. So which one is it, guys? Sage, help him out. Which one is it?
48.
So go ahead and circle your 48, Sage. Okay. Now we're going to get our coins and we're going to drop again. Go ahead, Sage. What's your number?
45.
You know what to do. Write it down. I'm going to go ahead and drop mine. And I got mine on 90. So I'm going to write down 90 on my side. Okay. And then we have to decide which is greater, 45 or 90. Yep, this time it's me. 90 is greater than 45. When you guys get a little older, you're going to find out that's actually double 45. Okay, no, you don't get to quarter. Sorry. But go ahead. You can go first again, though. In the box. What'd you get, Sage?
48 again.
You got down to 48 again. Well, I'm going to drop. And I've got 53 this time. So I'm going to write down my 53 just like Sage wrote down his 48. It's time to decide which one is greater. Okay? Well, this time again, it's me. Okay? You're going to keep dropping the coins until you guys get numbers that are equal. Let's see if we can do it, Sage. Go ahead and drop your coin. In the box again, son. Maybe if you dropped it a little bit lower, it'd be better. And then I'm going to drop mine. And with the magic of film work, we both got what number, Sage?
22.
So go ahead and write your 22. I'm going to write my 22. And those are equal. So we'll put our equal sign on here. That's the end of this game. But now who's the winner? We count up how many numbers we have circled. I have 2 numbers circled. Sage, how about you?
I have 1.
So, which number is greater? 2 or 1? Yep, 2's greater. So who's the winner? Mr. Marcano! This game can be played again with less than. You would play the game the same way. Drop your coins in, write down your number. Here's where it changes though. Circle the number that is less than. Then, once you get your 2 equals, you're going to go and count up how many numbers you have circled. And the person that has the least amount, the less number of circled numbers, is the winner this time. Not the greater number. Okay? Have some fun, you guys. Okay, we made our greater than, less than game. I hope you guys are having fun with these at-home projects. Please remember, just like we do in class, we don't use something one time and then we're done with it. So build these, put them off to the side, and when you got nothing to do, you tell mom and dad you're bored. Tell grandma and grandpa I got nothing to do. What am I supposed to do? They're going to point you over in that little section, grab those games, and let's get playing them some more. They're to help us learn, but they're also fun to do. Okay, guys? See you later.